Okay, we are 71 feet into the sewer system from the back of the property where there's a 4-inch cleanout in the backyard that gives us full access to the sewer system. So in front of you right now, you see you can't see much because the screen is underwater technically. So we have a stoppage here, which is obstructing the camera from seeing or going to the rest. We're probably about 15 feet away from the city sewer connection. So there's 15 feet of the sewer we cannot see the condition of. But as I pull the camera back a little bit to clear it up, get out of the water, there you can see, a stoppage there. You see a buildup of root intrusions coming in through the joint connections. As you can see, there's a little opening right there in the center, which somebody probably poked through with a snake, possibly. And you see the water is stagnant. It's flowing, yet it's stagnant as well. So there is a stoppage up ahead, but yet, even with stoppages, there are little ways for water and waste to go through. So it is draining, but over excess amount of water can cause a stoppage, and a buildup can happen at any time, creating that dam again, and it could back up into the house. So definitely a situation that needs to be taken care of. So the main problem right here is at the 71-foot point. We have a stoppage. We cannot get past that. I've tried many times. Will need to be remedied so we can maybe complete the inspection and see the last 15 feet to see if there's anything wrong with that. So we'll start from this point on and take a look at the rest of the sewer system. But problem one is in the front yard, under the planter, there is a tree. The sewer line runs right underneath it, and there are various plants along the way that you'll see root intrusions on the way back. As you can see, when the sewer line is clear, it is in excellent condition. There's no debris right now. You have a combination of clay, cast iron, transit pipe. So we have the clay, the cast iron, some transit. As you can see, the joints are not perfectly connected, but this is just a small, this happens to most sewer pipes after a while. The earth settles, the ground shifts, and you don't have that even connection, but there's no problems with this joint. Just noting. We're still in the front yard, coming up the driveway. To the left here, you see some more root intrusions. As you see, they're at the joint where two pieces of pipe come together, like a coupling. You have to connect the pipe. You see the roots coming through. It looks like these have been cleaned with a snake or a jetter, but you can tell that they've been trimmed. So there's a possible stoppage occurrence here. I would imagine this would have to be maintained maybe every, at least annually, if not semi-annually, before it will like overgrow. So at least every year and a half, I would definitely have. So here, 32 feet. This is right about, if you're at the front yard, right about where the planters are up against the front of the house. There is a planter there, and right here we have, as you can see, half of the sewer line is obstructed with root intrusions. So you can see, and you can see the shift of the pipe. So you can see the clay and the cast not perfectly in sync, so you can see the water sitting at the lip. And also there's a separation gap. So that happens over time, especially when you have two different pieces of pipe connected together, and the roots will just push their way in, spreading the gap of the pipe. Luckily, there's not a lot of dirt here. Dirt would indicate broken pipe. What we have is a pipe that's separated, and that's just causing the roots to come in. So this would definitely have to be hydrojetted to actually blast that section off. If you try to snake it out, it may get some, but hydrojetting will, you can sit there at the pressure point and just try and cut all that with the high pressure water. So it's recommended to have that jetted. And this definitely is probably a problem as well. If there are stoppages occurring every few months or whatever, this could be one of the main problems as well. But the first problem down below is probably a bigger pushing issue, but this is closer to the home. So if this plugs up, you'll get water stoppages much faster. You can see the water just kind of sitting here, it's stagnant. And it's still a little stagnant, you can see, but it's draining, but just, it sits there. See, and some of the debris just kind of builds up on the side. But we are definitely draining, just at a slower level. Integrity of the pipe though looks good on the inside of the cast iron. Here we have some debris that sits. Could just be a lack of grade. We're supposed to have 1/4 inch of foot per slope pipe. I'm sure when water runs, this will slowly trickle down and will catch up, but we just have some debris sitting there, and that could be a flat spot in the pipe. This should push down though when water continuously runs down. It should go downstream. As you can see here, we have some debris on the sides. And this could happen too from when there was a mainline stoppage before. So if there's a stoppage 10 feet down, the whole sewer system can back up. So this could be leftover debris from a previous stoppage. And it just needs to find its way down the sewer system. But that can cause various areas to have sewage just sitting because of a stoppage further down line. But the sewer line is clear. The integrity of the cast iron is good. And just some debris. So as we get closer, and we are under the house, you can see the sewer line is in good shape underneath the house coming to the backyard. that snaked out. There's just roots in a lot of sewer systems, especially in LA. 60% of sewer systems have roots. But you don't have to replace the sewer line unless it's broken and causing the line not to drain. Here on the right, we have some roots on the right, as you can see, growing along the side of the pipe, which will not cause an obstruction. So they are in the system, but they are not causing what the problem is right now at all. There you can see it's another coupling where joints come in. The roots will find, because at the coupling points, water can squeak out of the pipe into the soil, and then the roots detect that, and they follow the water, and eventually they enter the sewer system over a long period of time. And yet again, the sewer system looks great. Some more roots right there, 43 feet in.